And we are live. Guarantee it. Guarantee it's live. Says so. Okay. Hey, Mo Pie, Marie, Chuck. Y'all must have been sitting at the computer. I even got it opened up. Good evening. Oh, what's wrong here? Something ain't working right. Hey, Kelly. How are you? Big Kev. Need me to join the video? You sure can, Chuck. Absolutely can. I'll send you one right now. Be in your messages on your channel. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. You got it, brother. It's in there. Oh, it's working now. Kelly's got her merch for her giveaway. Good. Hey, Marie, Sandra, Kevin, Patrick. I didn't miss anybody. My friend Chuck from Fensterfarm will be joining us here in a second. Hi, Rick. Bye, Rick. Fat boy. Uh-oh, Ashley Beauty was live. Sorry, Ashley. That's B Lady. Hey, B Lady. I'm going to try this now. See if I can stay up with it. Hello, Chuck.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
How you doing?
All right, man.
Doing all right.
Trying to, anyway. Did you get your manure straightened out today?
I got a little of it moved, but I mainly worked in the greenhouse. I was working on that new lettuce system. Had a whole bunch of stuff had to get moved out of the starter trays into the finished troughs.
Oh, that's a job, man.
Yep. How was your day?
Pretty good. I messed around here. I had to get some. My wife wanted me to get a dresser out of storage we had. I went and got it, moved it around. It got cold. That wind started blowing, and I like to froze.
Yeah. I think it was 25 was the high today here.
Yeah, that's about what it was with the 12-mile-an-hour wind. It might have been more than that, but the wind chill. But it was like you didn't have no clothes on. With that wind blowing, you're standing there freezing.
Hey, Autumn.
Hey, Autumn, how are you? She did a good live stream today. She cut her hair. Shaved her head for a cause. I can't remember exactly what the cause is.
That's cool. I shaved mine for a cause, too.
Because you don't have to fool.
Because I look ugly with with long hair.
I guess we ain't got it too bad, Chuck. Look in Canada there. It's minus 21 right now.
Dang.
Cancer research, that's what it was. Yeah. I couldn't pull that up. I couldn't think of it to save my life.
minus 21 Fahrenheit is no joke, y'all.
It is.
Man, that's colder than my ex-wife. Man.
Yeah,
what's up, Steve?
Back about Christmas, it was colder there than it was at the North Pole.
Yeah, I had that bird. Yeah, you seen that bird that's in my greenhouse?
Yeah,
That joker landed on me tonight.
that's pretty cool.
He landed on me. He's getting really familiar, and I guess he's getting used to me being in there. So I was standing pretty still, and he just came and landed right on my head. Fortunately, he didn't leave anything there.
Right. It's some gifts they leave behind that worry you.
Yeah. Yeah, we've named him Squatter.
Squatter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What all you got planning
now? Cabbage, some Savoy cabbage. That looks really pretty. That stuff is really looking good. The kale is looking really good. I've got Bright Lights Swiss chard. And I just put in some more Green Forest romaine, some butter crunch, lettuce.
God,
what else? Oh, I do too. And Rex, it's a Boston lettuce. It's really good. It's kind of a lot like the butter crunch. And then something called Muir. It's like a salad lettuce. Real crinkly, or it has a lot of ruffles in it.
Right. That Savoy cabbage, I've had 2 or 3 people come through here and tell me all the health benefits for that. It's supposed to be really good for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And it grows pretty good sized heads on them.
Wow. I love it.
Right now they're about the size of a baseball.
I don't like it where they smell when they cook them, but I love to eat them. Cabbage.
I don't like the way they smell after you eat them either.
It's good stuff, though. I got some seasoned butter beans I saw in there earlier.
Oh, man, that sounds good. That sounds really good.
Yeah. Let me show you what I had for supper tonight. It wasn't that. And it wasn't no great big meal, but I was digging it.
I hear you.
It was. She put peppers and cheese and bacon in them eggs. That's a big old thing of sorghum molasses right there with butter in it and toast. That's what I had for supper tonight. Oh, and it was good too, Chuck.
I bet. I like butter beans. You know what? That does look good, man. I like butter beans, but I don't like lima beans. As long as they're not, I don't know. They're the same bean pretty much, but I just don't like the, I don't know if the butter beans don't agree. I mean, the lima beans don't agree with me.
Right. So it's 2 rows for tomatoes and stuff in your greenhouse?
I'm sorry, what?
You got any tomatoes and stuff planted in the greenhouse yet?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I've never quit with the tomatoes, the peppers, and the cucumbers. They're still rolling.
I didn't figure you did. You get a lot of them in the winter like that?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I actually cut back on the plants because this year I'm not doing the farmer's market year round, so I'm not really having as many needed. So I cut back on the number of plants.
Right.
But it's nice to be able to go out to the greenhouse whenever you want and just munch on a couple of good tomatoes. And BLTs are really still good this time of year for me.
Oh, yeah. I love BLT.
Oh, that's one of my favorite sandwiches. Yeah, I was just getting ready to plant. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm getting ready to plant a whole bunch more seeds. This is what I use to plant seeds in. It's called Oasis. It's made of potato starch.
Wow, that's
And yeah, it doesn't foul up my system, and it's pH neutral. Really good stuff.
that's about what
Expensive.
I don't have those little blocks like you do. Ours has got each little individual hole, but it's like 170 of them. I use a friend's greenhouse. He just pokes a hole down in it, puts the seed in, you cover it up, and it's done. You know.
Yeah, this is actually let me pull it out. This is a sheet of kind of like rock wool, but it's not.
That is pretty neat. Are you in the greenhouse now?
No, I just came out. I brought this stuff out here in the house. Thought I'd check and see if you guys were on tonight.
That'd be cool.
I put a new thing of wasps out there tonight. They were already hatching out when I opened them up this evening.
Wow.
There's a parasitic wasps that eat my aphids and stuff in there.
Right.
They usually take about 2 weeks after you buy them before they start hatching out. But these jokers were hatching when I opened up the package, so I had to let them out this evening. I don't like it when I have to let them out in the evening because they don't get familiar with the place before they end up getting sucked into my heater. And I waste them. I see burnt wasps out the other side of my heater all the time.
I don't know if he can. I can see it. B-Lady.
What's that now?
B-Lady was
Chuck
see the chat.
Yeah, I can see it now. I forgot about it over there. I'm not as good at Rick as on this stuff, y'all. I'm just learning.
She asked a question. Let me see if I can figure out what it is. Hold on.
I'm trying to find. I'll find it.
It was about seeds, I think. Have you got your YouTube page muted on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. It creates an echo if you don't. I heard one, but sometimes it'll happen anyway, just for a few seconds, and then it goes away. It's cool.
Chuck, does that have good drainage? Yes, it has very good drainage. Actually, when you set the put the seeds in here, you water it with something called Essential, and it's a 0-1-0 fertilizer, and you put like 1 liter of that mixture of water and the fertilizer, that Essential, in here, and you leave it in here on the heat mat until they all germinate. And then after they germinate, you take it off and put it into the starter system that I built. And if you go out to my YouTube channel, you'll see how I do that. Yeah, but I don't ever have to add any more water to it while it's in this tray.
That's a pretty good question. Why do they call a greenhouse instead of like a plastic house or glass house or something? Wonder what the meaning is behind that.
I guess it's because you want the stuff in it to be green.
I guess something like it's got to be a really simple, common something.
That's a good question because, yes, the Essential is for starter seeds. Yeah, it gives it just enough of what it needs to get the seed to germinate, but you really don't want to put a whole lot of fertilizer on a seed anyway.
Right.
The seed really doesn't need it. It's got enough energy on its own to get it to go.
You don't do it till what, the first set of true leaves or second or something like that, right?
Right. I actually let it get where I can see. I can see the white roots coming out of the bottom of this. That's when I know that it's okay for me to go ahead and put it into my propagation table, where it gets watered 4 times a day for 15 minutes.
Right.
Now it's not rock wool, Freaky Geek. It's a potato starch called Oasis. It's made from potato starch. It's totally organic and it's biodegradable. It just completely disappears once you the roots will eat it up. It'll just use it all up and it just becomes a great big root ball. Where rock wool, it's always going to be rock wool. It's never going away. And rock wool is probably as expensive, or it might even be more expensive than that stuff. Cost me about $100 for, I don't know, 40 sheets of this.
I can get some.
And it has 196 cells per spray. Seedlings get watered 4 times a day, right? For 15 minutes. Hope I haven't missed anything. Where do you get the greenhouse? I got the greenhouse mud pie from Atlas. I bought it about 2 years ago after a greenhouse that I got off of Craigslist collapsed in a snowstorm. And my insurance actually covered it. I was able to cover an outbuilding. I had a barn and a greenhouse out there, and both of them collapsed from that snowstorm, and I chose the greenhouse for them to cover.
Right.
Heck with that. Heck with that barn. I'll build a new barn on my own someday.
I felt so sorry for you when that pipe come off and ruined everything in you. Was that first one you had? That was terrible.
Yeah, you know, Bobby Smith actually told me how to save that stuff. Man, I miss that dude. I wish he'd come back.
I do too. I miss his videos a lot.
That sucker smart. We got some smart guys out here, Rick. You and I, we're learning from some good folks.
That's right.
You've taught me a lot about tomatoes, dude. I remember the first time I saw you growing tomatoes, you must have had 200 plants. Never saw so many tomatoes.
They were a lot of plants, but it's amazing. Like you said, Donald and Bobby and some of them people, the trials and stuff, how good of detailed videos they put out is incredible what they did, you know, to learn from.
Yeah, but I got this. Back to the question, Mud Pie. I bought this from Atlas, and it's a manufacturing company out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's expensive. This greenhouse, I paid way too much for it. It's about $18,000 is what I paid for just the greenhouse, the heaters, the fans. And then I bought a cooling wall to keep it cool in the summertime, and everything I got in there, I probably got $25,000 in that greenhouse.
That's probably cheap, ain't it? Or is it compared to a new one?
That is the new one.
Oh, that is the new one, right?
Yeah, the ones I bought from the lady where I took the 3 greenhouses down, and I bought her greenhouses and all these greenhouse tables and stuff. I bought all that for $5,000, but I knew her because I bought a bunch of pots and stuff from her, and I knew that those greenhouses had been sitting for a while, so I just made her an offer and she accepted.
Then you just
actually, I made her an offer, she countered, and then we met in the middle at $5,000 for all of it.
All you had to do is what? Put the plastic on?
Yeah, I got to take them all down, and I got to go buy some more plastic, right? And it's got heaters with those fans. It's got everything. But you can find some pretty good deals out there.
Right.
There's a bunch of them out near where Rick lives. There's more folks growing in greenhouses over there where you live than just about anywhere in the country.
It's a big organic farm, less than 5 miles from me. I mean, it's huge. He's got greenhouses stretched. I went and visited one day, and we went through about 3, and I said, hey, I'm tired, man. Let's quit. I don't want to do no more.
Yeah, I hear you.
He had stuff all out in fields, too, everywhere.
So I'm trying to see if I missed any other questions.
They're going pretty fast now.
Yeah, they're rolling. Hey, guys, if I missed a question, put it back in there again. I'll try and catch it. How many folks we got on here?
4 houses now, right?
4, correct.
Mud pies in Tennessee.
We're at in Tennessee.
That's where Chuck's from, too.
Yeah, I'm from just outside of Memphis. I live about 15 minutes from Lee.
There's 2 questions right there in a row.
What type of heat is propane? And the greenhouse is 3,000 square feet. Well, almost 3,000 square feet. It's 30 by 96. The the greenhouses that I bought that I'm building now, they're 20 by 96 each.
One more.
I'm starting seeds now. I start seeds year round. I don't ever stop.
Decanter.
I'm sorry?
She's in Decanter County.
Decanter?
That's what it looks like.
I don't even know where that is. Oh, Decatur. Decatur County.
Oh, man. I need to put glasses on. I need glasses
okay.
On. I need to make the chat bigger. Just a hair.
I need my glasses, too. In fact, I'm going to go get them.
I need my glasses on. Figure it. This is the winter we're going to be thinking about the greenhouse for the bees. No kidding. Bee lady, that's true. We got to do something. Make them die.
There we go.
They'll eat all the food up. They eat all the food up. Poor bees. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, if any of you guys are interested in learning how to build a greenhouse, just come to Memphis. I'll be glad to take the help.
You got a video where you put that one up step by step, don't you?
Yeah. Well, that's because that Atlas company, the instructions that they give you are horrible. I was constantly having to call the technicians and ask them to explain because they were that bad. And what they want to do is they want to sell you the greenhouse and the package for someone to come out there and build it.
Right.
So I took that advantage away from them by putting a how-to video out there. And you wouldn't believe how many people have bought their greenhouses and thanked me for that because they were able to go out there and use my videos to build their greenhouse.
Yeah, bee lady, dark. It'd probably stop them. Hey, Blue Wings, how are you? Welcome, Blue Wings. There's Blue Wings, y'all.
Hey, Blue Wings.
Say hello to Blue Wings.
Hello, Blue Wings.
She'll let you know if you don't. Only 2.5 hours apart.
Who, me and Mud Pie?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. She must live out towards Nashville, pretty close.
Right.
What material? Okay, it's made of 2.5-inch galvanized steel with 2.5-inch that's tubing, and then it also has the square steel end walls that are 2.5-inch, and it's made with greenhouse 6 mil poly, which it's UV rated and treated so that it doesn't degrade in the sun. It's supposed to last about 4 years, but I get at least 6 out of it.
I've seen that before, bee lady, where people keep their bees up under the edge of a barn and stuff like that in the winter. That's a pretty good idea. It keeps everything off of them, air, snow, all that stuff.
Bees in my greenhouse. I have bees that live in little like straws.
Right. I've seen that
Yeah.
videos on them things before. That's pretty cool.
And they do a pretty good job of pollinating, but they also get sucked into my heater too and commit suicide on a regular basis. $4 years for all that money. Yeah, it's expensive. I have 2 layers of poly on my greenhouses too. So, and there's a blower that inflates it, makes it like a big balloon, which gives it an insulated layer so that that heater is not just heating the outside. It does hold the heat better. And that poly's about $400 a row to cover my greenhouse.
I've helped my neighbors. There's this double wall with that thick section in it for insulation. That's a job.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, especially when you're doing it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I did it one year with my boys and in a windstorm, and my oldest boy, he doesn't have enough butt to hold himself down on the ground. He was airborne. That air got up underneath that thing, and he, like a parachute, he went 10 feet off the ground.
Oh my
Rode
God.
it out.
It was funny.
He rode it out. He rode it all the way back down.
Funny till you said that. Then it started sounding dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous. You got to be careful. You want to do it on as calm a day as you can, but sometimes it doesn't work out for you. That was a bad day for David.
Right.
Maybe the Amish can build a good sized barn. Hey, you know, there are some Amish out here, and I've talked to them, but they're high. They're proud of that labor. It costs you a little bit. I bought a swing from them, a glider, and saw the same thing at Lowe's. Now I know that one at Lowe's would probably fall apart in about a year or so. This thing I got probably gonna last me forever, but it was pricey.
Yeah, they are. I got an Amish store down below me, and I go down there and get my butter and stuff. It's pretty cheap, but some of the stuff's pretty high. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love they make a jerky out of their meat down there. That they can make turkey jerky, chicken jerky, beef jerky. Their jerky is incredible.
Yeah.
And their peanut brittle. I had got some peanut brittle from them the other day. I didn't even get it home, but I bought it for my wife. She didn't get a bite. The Amish built our little cabin and back for us really cheap. Well, send those Amish guys to me. People out here are expensive. Kind of a depressed area.
Do you know the what? Do you know the what? It's French, ain't it? Minute man.
I'll ask them. I'll find out. Bee lady, I'll definitely ask, because I got to get that barn rebuilt. I actually bought 2 shipping containers. I was going to build a barn around them, actually using those for part of the barn.
Right.
Just need one of those things. That my wife eventually bought me one. I kept telling her I was going to do something when I got around to it, so she bought me one of those little things that called a tuit. It's a little round tuit. She keeps giving it to me every time I say that, so I got to find a new term.
Right. It could be.
Please type something in the chat.
Type that word something.
That's what I was doing.
That's what Bernard was doing this morning.
Ah.
It's exactly what he was doing. He typed something in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
He was smart. I hope he comes back. If you're out there, Bernard, say something, buddy. We'd like to talk to you. Me and Chuck both here tonight. Come on. Close to 30 people. Maybe one of them's him.
Yeah. I hope he comes back. I miss that guy like crazy. That man's forgotten more about gardening than I'll ever know.
Me too. He does. He knows it. I ain't kidding.
He's a master gardener.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a master gardener, and he teaches. He used to.
Right.
He taught me a lot.
Remember how he always said my bride? And then
Yeah.
Every time he'd say my bride, and
she's been taking care of him. In fact, I talked to Bobby. I talk to Bobby on the phone every now and then. I've got his phone number, and I'll call and check on him. And I was talking to him one day and asked him about Bernard because he's gone out to visit him, and he says that he was doing something and he had a stroke, and he was struggling to speak, I think, is what his problem was, and that's why he hadn't done any videos. So I'm hoping that maybe all that's coming back and he can get out here and do some more videos.
I do too. I've talked to him a lot, Bernard, quite a bit about stuff.
He's not too far from you there. He's in just north of Bobby, I think.
Right.
Have you ever heard of finding, I don't know what that is, Bosa's or carpentry school doing, okay. That's a good idea. Carpentry school students maybe come out and do that. I know some places have schools that give credit for doing things outside of the school too. They get like extra credit.
Yeah.
Oh, Blue Wings is going to be telling the meaning behind Blue Wings tonight.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I was always wondering what that was all about.
Do they have bees boxes outside of New York? But I don't know what that is.
Bosa's?
Bosa's. I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure either, but I think it's just some kind of a class. Or
good to see you, Harry. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Dang, bee lady, you just need to come out here and teach me all this stuff.
They've got about 25 hives. 20, 25, something like that.
I got one. And it's empty. I've got to get a new, I got to buy some more bees. They swarmed on me last August. I'm sure that they didn't make it. That was kind of late in the year for them to swarm.
Right. Yeah, them fall swarms, low percentage of them makes it.
Yeah, my neighbor said he's got them in his barn. No, I think it's probably my hive, my colony that ended up populating his barn.
It's VOTEC. It's a technical school is what she's talking about.
Oh.
That's what she's making.
Okay. Boards of Cooperative Educational Services.
That's what she's talking about.
Okay.
Will CGB joining the panel tonight? It's up to her. She knows she can come anytime she wants. She can come right now or at the beginning or anytime. She knows that. It's an open invitation to her anytime. Just say the word. She hadn't been feeling good. That's why I had to push.
All high school kids they see won't make it to college. So in all high schools, kids they see won't make it to college. I get you.
Uh-oh. I think I just shut the chat down.
Oh, CG is going to join?
Yep. You got any more stuff to plan, or have you done got it all planned?
Oh no, I'm getting ready to plant a whole bunch of herbs.
Was.
Yeah, I got a bunch of herbs: basil, cilantro, and some lavender, sage. I've already got some purple basil going out there. I got to get that started sometime this weekend before I get back to work. I've even got stuff planted. Oh, I showed you.
Yeah.
When I joined, I got stuff on my desk at work. Let FedEx pay for the electricity to heat it.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know what happened there.
What do you mean? I can't see the chat. Just give me a description. Something get blanked?
No, my laptop just kind of went crazy on me here.
Oh.
I lost everything, but I could still hear everything.
Right. Sometimes that'll happen. It'll go down. If it does, you just re-click the link, start all over. It'll come right back up.
Yep.
Oh, no problem.
That's what I did.
Thanks, Rick. Mr. Beautiful Face. You're welcome, RS. No problem.
Tessie is the queen of herbs.
She's got a lot of them. She grows a lot of them, too. Saves the seed from them and plants them every year.
Well, Tessie, if you have some seeds to some exotic herbs, let me know and I'll buy them from you. I can't get enough herbs. They sell really well in the farmer's market.
Right. Hey, Megan.
Yeah, and I can't grow that weird herb that makes people feel real funny.
Yeah, I can't either.
They won't let us grow that here. Tessie's in bed, Chuck. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's late. She goes to bed about 8 o'clock every night. The other night was an exception when she stayed up with me. That's why I kept saying, we can stop, Tessie, anytime you want. We can quit, you know.
Oh, when you were doing the garden show?
Yeah.
How did that go? I missed it. I knew I was going to miss it because I had a previous.
Well, it went great, I guess. You know, 73 people here, so that's where we topped out at, about 73, 75, something like that.
Heck, you guys got a good panel. I mean, there's a lot of information from you guys.
Right. Hey, country girl.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, B lady. Yeah, I recommend Essential for any seeds, but it's really good with. It works really well with this Oasis. I'm not sure how it would do with other products that may not be pH neutral, but it does really well with the Oasis. I actually even use it with Cocoa Core. It works well with that too.
I turned you up, CG.
Okay, I was just about to say, Rick, you may have to turn my mic up pretty loud.
I did.
Hey, everybody, RS, Freaky, B-Lady, Brian, Kelly, Sissy, everybody out there. Hi, guys. Hi, Steve.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Chuck. How are you?
I'm good. How you feeling? You feeling any better?
A little. I'm still tired. I mean, my body's been fighting this crap for so long. I'm just tired. I'm having trouble getting my strength back, but I don't feel as bad as I did. So it's definitely improvement. Hey, John. Well, I will be keeping you in my prayers, John. You have a good night, sweetie. Yeah, it's getting better a little bit at a time, you guys. Thanks, RS, honey. I love you too. And yes, I've been getting your texts and I've been answering every one of them. But I guess your phone's just not liking me. Do I have the pic you sent me today? Probably. Thanks, B-Lady. It's getting there, you guys. I haven't seen Dina in a few days other than on Hangouts to talk to her.
You get mold on the seedlings, huh? That's I've gotten algae on seedlings, but I've never really gotten a mold on them. Maybe the soil's too wet.
Man, I'm not that bad. I have been in bed all day, and I'm just taking a break. I won't be on here too long. Thank you, Autumn, and you did great on your first live, honey. Congratulations.
Oh, on the dirt. I think maybe you might want to. What kind of soil are you using? Is it a seed starting mixture of some sort? Bee lady?
Not all the time, Minute Man. I'm ordering Chinese.
Yeah, that's what I thought, my pie. I thought maybe it was too much water.
Too much water.
Hey, did Ricky bolt on us? See how it's smoking?
What out for smoke?
Yeah. I got a good cigar. I was going to go out and hit that, but if I go out there, you guys won't see me for a while. I think it's a $15 cigar. I'd probably stay out there for a while. I wouldn't want to hot box that thing.
Hey, Mud Pie, how are you?
Too cold to stay very long now.
I would use cocoa core for starting seeds, bee lady. That's what I use for everything except for what I put into my lettuce system, my leafy green system, and that's what I use this that Oasis stuff. Well, I water 4 times a day in a system that's designed for that. It doesn't stay wet. It waters it and then it drains right off of the seedlings. Now, when it's in this spray here, it sits in that until the water is used up by the plant, and it doesn't have a whole lot in there to begin with because that whole thing only has 1 liter of water in it until I take it out of that tray and put it into the propagation table. And then it's just watered 4 times a day, and it drains off of it. It waters it, then drains off 4 times a day.
What kind of herbs did you say you was planting?
Cilantro. I mainly cilantro, some basil. I need some sage and some lavender. What was the other one? Something else. Or dill. I was gonna put some more dill out.
Right. I like that dill. It's pretty good stuff.
What was that, dirt? Yeah, no, it's a it's not dirt, it's cocoa core. It's made from coconut shells, the husks, they grind it up, and it's a real fibrous material that's amazing for starting seeds because it's totally pH neutral. There is absolutely no nutrients in it whatsoever. It's the best stuff I've ever used for starting seeds. And no, it's not a Cuban cigar. It's a Dominican cigar. I told him I was going to go burn a cigar, but I'd be out there for a while because that thing's a $15 cigar. I would have to enjoy that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to waste that.
I'll wait until it's over to go burn that.
You'll waste that. That's for sure. I've used that cocoa coir, but it's not. It wasn't in that form right there. It was something else, like almost like dirt, you know.
Yeah, well, I get it in bricks, and then you just throw it in a tote and put about 2 gallons of water in there, and it swells up, and it absorbs all that water.
Yep, that's exactly what I did. It's been so long I can't remember how I did it, but it burst all apart like compost almost when you get through it.
After Colombia, can't face cilantro in any form. I hear you. Coir,
Yeah,
C-O-I-R.
Cilantro at all. I can't stand cilantro.
Not much
Smells like soap.
going on there, Swamp Donkey. Good to see you. He asks me that every time.
You either love cilantro or you hate cilantro. There's no in between.
Well, I'm a hater.
Yeah, I don't like it by itself. Some people will eat it by itself, but I like it in like pesto or sauces.
Not me. And I have a friend that loves. We have so many similar tastes in food. We're so going to disagree on that.
Yeah, I can't stand cilantro. I just can't get a taste for it. I don't know why.
I don't like cilantro. It's too strong. It's overpowering. I mean, it overpowers everything. That's all you taste. And I don't like it.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. And it smells just like soap.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
Hey, Brian, I didn't buy the cigar. It was bought for me. I work at FedEx, and there are some perks out there. Some of the guys know I like cigars, and one of the vendors got me a cigar. I have paid that much for one, but I didn't buy this one.
I'm all right, RS. I'm tired, so I don't know how long I'm going to stay on, but.
Man, how do you eat anything without some salt and pepper on it? Oh, gosh, B-Lady, that's terrible.
Yeah, we were talking about that when she was over there. She said there's not salt and pepper even to be found. Okay, you better bring your own if you want it.
Man, I put salt on my cereal. I don't really, but I put salt in just about everything.
That'd be pretty gross.
Yeah. A lot of people use salt, though. They say after you get used to not using it, you don't notice it's missing at all, you know.
Yeah, you'd think I'd have high blood pressure, but I don't.
Good job, Brian.
The cats have taken over her recliner.
Not surprised.
Never leave the USA, said B-Lady.
Oh, I started some big beef tomatoes in that Oasis, and it worked pretty good. I think I may just start all my tomatoes in these things now, the ones I use for hydroponics anyway.
That's right. So much sodium in it. I don't use a lot of salt. I used to, but I like it on like a tomato sandwich. I got to have salt and pepper on that or it don't taste right.
That's for sure.
I got a salt and pepper shaker in my greenhouse.
Or eating a tomato like that, cutting it too, just eating it raw. I got to put salt and pepper on it, but I'm trying to cut back on it. Salt.
Yeah, tomato sandwiches have got to have salt, no matter what.
I took a leaf from one of my Swiss chard plants yesterday and cut up a tomato and ate a wrap. That was pretty good with some salt in it.
I'm starting to pick up what Kelly's talking about a little bit, I think. I remember something from. It's been a long time since I talked. Pink Himalayan salt. I've used that. That's good. I like that stuff.
You just missed me live.
Oh no, you was live. I looked. I didn't see it.
Say I didn't see you, but then I was watching the movie.
Well, Ashley, I got to get a notification on you. I didn't. Let me see if I can do that.
She's from Scotland, Chuck.
Huh?
She's from Scotland.
Ashley Beauty, hello, my darling. I have been sleeping and watching movies, or watching movies until they watch me sleep, off and on all day. I think I was up with Rick for a little while earlier, and then I just went to bed.
If I didn't know she was live, I might have would have waited.
Oh my gosh, y'all were together, Ashley. I'm so sad. But I love you, Ashley.
I've seen that before. Both of them's on that channel. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like to see them when they're both together.
Mm-hmm. Rick, we need a channel for the folks who live stream on a regular time and day. Yeah, that's pretty much me. About 9 in the morning, 7 or 8 o'clock at night, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would have waited though if I knew Ashley was born.
Yep.
Hey, have you ever used? Hey, Rick, have you ever used fertilizer injecting system?
No, I don't think so.
Finally, y'all, it took me this long just to set up this account to order this Chinese food. Good God.
I gotta get me I've got a Venturi injector, but I think I'm gonna buy something a little more reliable than that for my tomatoes next spring.
Right. I've got my system set up to where I put the drip tape down. Then I've got a thing where I can mix my fertilizer up in a 5-gallon bucket and hook it into the system and pump it right on through the line. So.
Yeah, that's a Venturi. I've got that same thing too, but I was thinking about getting something that's, I could put about 300 gallons in and feed all 3 greenhouses with it. It's an injector pump. It actually pumps it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about the water pressure pulling the or like siphoning it up. That's how yours does it, isn't it? That's how the one I have, the Venturi, does it. It siphons it up into the line and it feeds it up.
Pressure back to like 10 psi. Use that pressure reducer.
Yep. Same thing.
That's Josh from Düsseldorf, North Germany. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Josh. Hey, Skeeter Jackson. How are you, darling? So I'm going to have to show pics, Rick. Pork lo mein and what did I order? Pork lo mein and egg rolls and dumplings. So I'm going to have to add to our side.
I had Chinese last night.
Did you? Chinese is really easy for me to digest when I don't feel good. I'm sick.
Chinese doesn't really digest. That's why. It just goes straight out.
It's okay. It's easy on my system.
Yeah.
Hey, Emmy.
That's why you're hungry. That's why you're hungry about an hour later.
Rick,
I love Chinese though.
Rick, can you have Chuck tell us what his channel name is about? Finster. Yeah, he can tell you. It's been scrolling up through.
Yeah, Brian. I'm a aquaponics, hydroponics, greenhouse gardener. Pretty much it. I have 2 1-acre plots that I grow beans and peas and okra and a lot of stuff outside in, but most of what I grow is in my greenhouses. And I sell it at farmers markets and a couple of restaurants. And I'm getting ready to bring some folks out from a company called Cisco, which is a restaurant supply company. And if they like what they see, they said they would be my only customer. They would buy everything that I can grow. So if that's the case, I'll get to retire from FedEx. But that's what my system's about. I mean, my channel's about. I teach people how to grow organically with aquaponics and non-organically with hydroponics, and also grow conventionally out in the field. So I do a little bit of all of it.
Ladies.
I got a lot of videos out there. You can check them out, and if you don't like one, there's bound to be something out there that'll be good for you.
Yep, no doubt. They're everywhere. Hey, Mo Man.
Hey, Tool Man and Mo Man. Hey, guys. And Ruby.
Thanks, Brian.
In the house. I like it when there's extra people up here because I don't have to talk so much. Look,
yeah, I started gardening when I was 13 years old with my grandmother. She drugged me outside and made me pull weeds, and I kind of got the fever for it from her. Cisco, yeah.
Skeeter, hydroponic automatic system, dynamite machine, yeah. Only Skeeter could do that.
Sounds like the lyrics to a song, right?
Yeah, that's about what he does all the time. Puts lyrics to a song.
Reminds me of Grease Lightning. This car is systematic, hydromatic.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Grease
Yeah,
Lightning.
that's where I was wondering where I'd heard that from.
It's a little
Gardening
bit
isn't too much work, Steve. You can make it as much work as you want to make it. If you go out and watch my channel, you'll see that it's not a whole lot of work if you set it up right.
How are you, my man? You doing all right?
Yeah, if you set it up right, it works good. That's what I do about my tomatoes. It's such a job to get them going, but when you 6 or 7 rows of them out in the field, but after you get it all set up and everything's watered and all you got to do is turn a spigot on, it's a lot easier then, you know.
Yep. Just go out and harvest.
Mm-hmm.
You still got a stand out there, Rick?
Yeah, sure do. If I can grow anything to put in it. Last year I had trouble. Blight got everything. It turned cool and wet, and then it turned back hot and wet. And I couldn't, no matter how much copper I put on it, I couldn't stop it.
You know, I started putting copper sulfate on my plants every other week, whether they needed it or not. And I haven't had blight really to speak of since I started doing that.
I did too. Stripped the bottoms off of them with the air could get straw down. I did everything you could think of, and I couldn't stop it. I don't know what to deal with.
Huh. Believe it or not, I still get tomato hornworms in my greenhouses.
Rick, do you try copper pipe?
Sorry, guys.
No, I don't use copper pipe, but I spray the copper sulfate, the organic copper. It's organic in a sprayer on them, which yeah,
it's organic, but you sure don't want to be getting that stuff on you.
No, you don't want to eat it.
Ooh. It burns you too. I got that stuff on my hands. I wasn't paying attention, and I had some like raw spots on my hands where it ate me up. How did they get in the greenhouse? I don't know. I have no idea. I think it comes in maybe in some of the horse manure that I bring in there, because I use horse manure. I don't use any dirt or soil, but I use horse manure, and I think that's where it comes from.
I do too. Stuff out of the garden.
I'll let you guys go a little bit. Come on.
All right.
So that was the restaurant, because I haven't ordered from this particular one before. He says, well, we have it online, but I need to verify your card. And I said, well, it's online. Well, I just need to verify it. And I said, okay, you read it back to me and I'll tell you if you're right. Well, can't you just tell it to me? I said, no. You could be anybody running a scam. You read it back to me. I'll tell you if you're right. Well, maybe we should just cancel the order. I said, okay. And about that time, the manager picked up and he said, ma'am, I am so sorry. Your order will be there in about 30, 40 minutes. I said, okay. It's like, that may work with some people, but I am far from stupid.
Right. Don't give a squat.
It's kind of like when, if you ever worked in an office and you have a copier, it's real common for companies that sell toners and that kind of stuff for your printers. And they call, and in order to know what to try and sell you, they need to know what kind of copier you have. So they'll say, hi, this is your copier company. I just need to get the model number on your copier so we can send you out some toner. And you're just like, my standard answer to them is, well, hon, if you were my copier company, you'd already know what kind of copier I have because you sold it to me. You have a good day. I just hang up on them. Hey, Brenda. So how's your weather, Rick?
Pretty good. It's cold now, though. Blowing.
Right. Let's see what the app says for you. I love reading these apps for Rick and I. We go back and forth. It tells me the funniest crap.
It's funny.
Right now for Houston, it says crappy, dark, and boring. It's 46 degrees and feels like 42. And for Rick, switch it over. It says, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but the cold weather is fucked up, dude. It's 27 degrees for you. Feels like 24.
Yeah, it's cold outside. The wind blowing like 12 mile an hour or something like that. The wind's what it makes it so bad.
Yeah, it is. The wind, it makes a huge difference.
It feels like 9 in Tennessee. Oh, crap.
The best thing about Texas is me, and she left me. So, you know. But I love her anyway. Even though she left me, I still love her. She's still my sister.
50 mile an hour. Holy crap.
Holy crap, man.
It might be more than that out here. I'm just reading it off a phone. It feels like 50 mile an hour when you walk out there. It feels like it's blowing. Cold as crap.
Well, man, when I pull yours up, it says, it's cold. What do you want from me? And don't say lots of ferrets. I can't help you there.
Of course, I'm sitting beside a heater right now. My left side's about to burn up. I need to turn it off.
And it shows you at 35, feels like 29, man. I miss you too, sis.
Honey, it's cold outside. That's that song Bella said.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Belle. They cut down the woods around me to build a housing development. Yeah, that takes away all your natural wind blocks, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Kelly, I don't even want to think about what it is at your house, okay?
She said minus 20 something a little while ago. I can't remember what this.
I don't doubt it. She sends me updates all the time, and I usually send her back to just somewhere along the lines of not just no, but HE double hockey sticks, no. We lived about an hour and a half apart, Brian, before she moved.
I've got trees all the way around mine. And it's great that they're wind blocked until they start blowing down. It's not
yeah, some of the pictures when you go out on your porch, we can see all the trees around you.
That's a lot of
them. Amen, minute man. No sun, no wind.
Wind.
Well, Susan learned too. If you go outside to rinse your hair in the cold,
that's funny.
Kelly says the snot in your nose freezes.
4 foot of frozen hair.
You bet, sis. We'll absolutely plan it, hon. Because I'm just feeling the need to give you a great big hug, girlfriend. I miss you.
It froze. I know it's not funny, but every time I see it, I can't help but laugh.
I just remember thinking, don't hit it on anything, okay? Because if it breaks, you're screwed. And she's got that long, gorgeous hair, too. Well, sis, I got all the hugs in the world you want, baby. All of them you can need. I'm a good hugger. I like hugs. So anybody out there needs hugs, y'all just let me know.
Two miles, 10 feet. Oh my God. Talk about
Wow.
walls closing in on a minute, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
Skeeter. Okay, everybody. It's close to 30 people in here. If you would, check out Life of the Millwife. She's got a great channel. Please check her out. Sub to her if you would. Give her Life of the Millwife right there. She's coming up through the chat right now. Please check out her channel. She only needs 3 more subs. She's getting ready to do a giveaway. So if you subscribe to her, you can get in on the giveaway.
She is doing a military themed kind of a support our troops kind of giveaway stuff. So everything will be centered around military and helping military out. So.
Check her out. Life of a Millwife. Great channel.
Get hardcore snuggle loving. Works for me, man. Hey, if you're only 3 away, that means she's about to hit 250. That was her goal.
She's past that here in just a second. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
She just did a video today, too, you guys, about the haul she did and getting ready for a giveaway and all that. She just did a video today.
There it comes again. Y'all check out her channel. Show her some love. Life of a Millwife.
And besides all that, she's a really super sweet lady. She's a good friend, too. She's beautiful. How much to send a sub in the mail? Frankie, you're crazy.
There it is. I'm going to go burn one. Oh.
251. Awesome, you guys.
No problem, Kelly. You just let me know when and what. Oh, no problem.
Yeah, I'll tell Rick about it when he gets back. Actually, you take your phone with you, right, Rick?
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk while you're listening. So, Kelly's getting ready to do the giveaway now, and she was asking you, Rick, if you and I would be able to help her with that when she gets ready. So when you got some time, we'll get together with her and have a chat.
Yeah, I ain't got it plugged up that quick. Go ahead and I'll stay till you get to say it again.
No, it's okay. Kelly was just asking when she gets ready to do her giveaway if you and I would be there to help her with it.
Sure, no problem.
So go smoke your cigarette. We can talk about it when we get back.
All right.
Doesn't matter what it is, Freaky. You can use one, right? Hey, Food Forest. How are you, babe? It's good to see you. He says Minuteman just needs to keep planting poplar trees close together in double rows and in between because they die fast, but they grow fast. A living fence. That's true. Just start doing stuff. You don't need a snow saucer. Okay. Hey, Elena, I didn't know you were here, darling. How popular are poplar trees? Almost sounds like a lot of work, B-lady. I guess it depends on how much you want privacy, but Steve wants to win a military Jeep. At this point, B, I want out of this hellhole. He'd rather just move completely. RS says poplars grow extremely fast, but do seek out plumbing pipes and cause a lot of issues. Kelly's sick of seeing green Jeeps. Nope, it's not good. You're right, RS. Or it's creaky.
Food Forest, how you doing?
It's actually a half and half. It's half brisk tea and half lemonade. Half and half.
Turn my heater back on.
It's actually pretty good. One of the few bottled teas I buy. Most of the time I brew my own, but I bought this when I went to the doctor the other day, so I'd have something to drink yesterday.
Chuck should be back in a minute.
Hey, a little bit.
Hey, T.I. Welcome. I just subbed to her a couple of days ago.
Cool. I don't think I know her. Hi, T.I. Or is it Tanya? But I don't like alcohol, RS.
That's where I saw you at Wacky Stream.
Freaky says, so long as you're not wanting to leave the planet, Minute Man, don't threaten him with a good time. Now, there's a visual for you, Ruby.
I think Chuck said his wife called him a minute ago. He'll probably be back in a second. I see he's still there. I thought he dropped out, but no, he didn't drop out. He's still there. No yellow snow up there.
All right, I'm going to have a quick smoke.
T.I., that is Country Girl. That's who that is, Country Girl.
Hey, it's me. I sound horrible, so please excuse my voice, but it's me. I'll even put something in chat so you can see my name. How's that? Oops. There you go. There's me. About 200 miles offshore. I'm a minute, man. Let's go. All right, I'm going to go outside for a minute.
Okay.
Not that I need to, but I'm going to.
Right.
So y'all be prepared to start the fussing. I know it's coming.
Lifesaver was here. She'd let you have it.
She would.
I hadn't seen her, but she might be listening. So
If Susan's still here, she's going to let me have it too. Thank you, Autumn, honey. It is getting better. Those of you who have been with me for the last couple of weeks, I'm not at least croaking anymore, right? Be right back.
The wrong button there. Tell Rick our plan. She did right before I left. That we were going to help y'all with the giving it. Be glad to do it, Kelly. No problem. Captain Morgan Spicy Yum Yum.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Good, Chuck. Tell us
Yeah,
what you got going on now.
Oh, the wife is at the airport. She's spent the night because of the snow. She kind of worked around the clock.
Right.
But she got snowed in.
Well, my daughter came in from Alaska, from Anchorage, Alaska during Christmas. And when we went to take her back to the airport, it was like 6 degrees and the wind blowing. I like to froze to death. And we had to park at big airport there at Raleigh, Durham. Oh my God.
Man.
I'd like to walk about 2 miles to get to where it's at. That wind, I like to froze.
Yeah, I carried her to work the other day because she wouldn't drive and in the snow, and she got stuck up there. So anyway, she's getting brownie points. Hey, Freaky Geek. Steve. I don't even know what I was talking about before we left, but anyway, somebody can remind me.
I was asking you what kind of herbs and stuff it was you grew. So what I'd like to do,
Oh, yeah.
help with the first live stream. Be glad to, no problem. And I don't know how to set it up. I'd like to, you and CG, to have a wrench. You give me a wrench, you can do it right from your channel, no problem, ahead of time. And if you need to, if you've got a phone like this, which I'm pretty sure you do, you can call me. I can take this phone and walk you right through it, no problem. How to start it, easy. Ask.
What does the wrench mean? Does that mean that you're like a moderator or something?
Right.
Ah.
Be glad to do it. Me and CG together, kid. No problem. Any way you want to do it.
I'm starting some rosemary and lavender. That's the other thing, lavender. Have you ever had lemonade with lavender in it?
No, but I use lavender all the time. In fact, I need to do it right now. I just said that, sitting right here. Essential oil, I use essential oil.
I do too.
Yeah.
In fact,
I take a bath in it.
right there.
Yep.
Lavender essential oil.
Sure do.
I use it on my eczema.
Right. It's good stuff. My daughter sells them. I get them from her.
So does mine. A wrench welder is a troll slayer.
Rick sniffed the oil. He's talking about this eucalyptus. It's a big bottle of eucalyptus essential oil right there. I do love it.
Yeah, I use that at night so I can breathe.
Me too. That's what I'm getting ready to do.
And this Melaleuca, that's supposed to be good for skin problems too. Oh man, you got a big bottle.
Huge bottle. Yeah, check that bottle out.
Dude.
That's huge.
You can trade that in and buy a greenhouse.
Yeah, that's a whopper.
That stuff ain't cheap. We're talking today how we have no lavender.
Really? I'm trying to think of the name of that. What's the name of that stuff? The kind that she sells. It's a brand.
This is called
Young Living is what she sells for.
That's what this is.
Young Living.
That's what this is right here.
Right.
Yeah, my daughter sells that stuff.
Yeah, I don't pay for it.
Well, I do. She makes a ton off me.
Yeah. I tried to make it, but she just gives it to me in samples, bottles, and stuff like that where she gets free. She gives it to me. There's a pile of them in there, and a whole basket full of them.
Belated lavender's hard to germinate for whatever reason. I have a hard time getting that stuff to germinate no matter how I do it.
You come back, Freaky. You running away from home.
Great to meet you, Freaky.
Hi, Freaky. He's all right.
Hey, when's Blue Wings telling us the story about why she's Blue Wings?
Probably in a video tonight or a live stream one on her channel. She's in Colorado.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's in Colorado where that stuff is legal. Yes. I can think of why she's called Blue Wings now. She's been flying.
You getting the gist of it. Rick, do you have any oregano oil? I don't know. I ain't sure about that. I don't have any idea.
I think I got some bad seeds, B lady. I think that was my problem. I've got to get some new lavender seeds.
You doing a video tonight, Blue Wings, or a live stream? See how long the lag is here in a second. On
tonight's stream.
So y'all check out Blue Wings live stream later on tonight.
One hour. All right, I'll join it.
I know, but I ain't telling.
You tried lavender plants and it didn't work? Usually you have to have more than one sprig, I know. If you only got one little tiny sprig, that doesn't typically do well. You can gotta get more than one sprig of it growing at a time.
I have a cousin.
I plant like 15 seeds in just one of these little holes, just to get them whatever I can get it.
Austin, about 3.5 hours from me in Johnston, Texas. She has a lavender farm. She grows all her own lavender. She has a whole line of products. She grows acres and acres of lavender.
Can you ask her where she gets her seed? I imagine she gets her own seed.
Probably, but I'll call her tomorrow and ask her if she's got it, if she knows a good source.
Yeah.
She may even sell something. I'll ask her.
I'll buy it. I just ordered an orange peppermint plant. Ooh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
That peppermint and spearmint stuff is, you got to watch what you do with that stuff. It grows so invasive, it'll just take over.
Hey, Nash, how are you? I got you, old timer, buddy. Oh.
Message hater? Oh, message to a hater. Yeah, I soak most of my herb seeds before planting them, especially basil. And then I actually put basil in a little bowl of water and let it sit for 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll use like an eyedropper to suck the water and basil up and drop them in the holes or in these little oasis cubes. They swell up, turn purple.
She has a website. It's Image Lavender at Rocking L Ranch, and she has a gorgeous ranch. I'll send you or I'll post in the chat here. Give me just a second. I'll post the website for you.
Oh, cool.
That's her website, and they have an absolutely gorgeous ranch. When the hurricane was here, right after Katrina, when Rita came here, that's where we went and stayed, was at her lavender farm. It's about 3.5 hours from here, except that day it took us 31 hours to get there. But it's a gorgeous ranch, and there's just fields and fields of lavender as far as you can see.
Oh, yeah, she sells it. She got oils and everything.
She does. She sells all kinds of oils, lotions, soaps. Yeah, she
Everything
has a
but
whole line
seeds.
of lavender. But I will ask her. I'll call her and ask her about seeds, or you can even message her. She has a contact on there way to contact her.
All right, cool. I'll do that.
And she makes some of the best lotions and stuff I've ever seen. Oh, they're so good, just silky smooth. In my climate, everything grows. A lot of things grow here, that's for sure.
What's the next thing you're gonna plant, Chuck?
I'll be starting a bunch of flower seeds here pretty soon to have them ready by market time.
Right.
Bunch of landscape companies bought a bunch of flowers from me last year, so I just start planting an assortment of landscaping plants.
You ever? What's the kind of flowers you grow? You sell them at the farmers market too?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I sell a little bit of everything. Honey. I sell honey at the farmer's market. I only have one hive. I got a guy that does all my harvesting for me for my honey, and I buy. He gives me a real good deal on extra if I need it.
Can't beat that.
But I plant a lot of ground cover stuff, periwinkles, porcelata, pansies, marigolds. Just you name it. I grow poppies.
Right.
Pretty much have every kind of flower seed that you can imagine. I bought a business out about a year ago that had a whole bunch of flower seeds, and I was trying to figure out what to do with them last year. So I started a bunch of them, and then I met a guy at a gas station. He owned a landscaping company and bought almost all of them.
Yeah, Ti, she's sick right now. Her throat's messed up, but she can really sing good, and I mean really good. But we're not gonna let her do it.
I'm not sure I could.
Even if she
Thank
wanted to.
Oh, thank you.
Periwinkles are easy to start too, and you can actually just take a sprig of that off and stick it in some water, and it'll propagate.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You ever grew any echinacea? Echinacea, or how do you say that?
Yeah, I actually have some of that too. Echinacea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there are 2 songs on my channel, Ty. Tennessee Whiskey and Amazing Grace. And I will be singing again once I get my voice straightened out.
Tennessee Whiskey and Amazing Grace. Now what? Oh, that's awesome.
She's in a broad gentry there.
Yeah, she's one end of the spectrum to the other.
Well, Tennessee Whiskey is actually one of my favorite all-time songs. I've loved it way back when. And then Amazing Grace it's been there a lot for me in my life, and without his grace, I wouldn't be here. So
I hear you.
And the Tennessee Whiskey is actually to music. Amazing Grace is a cappella, but they are both on my channel.
I might have to listen to them.
Alrighty.
That Tennessee Whiskey is killer. It's really, I mean, both of them are good, but I really like the Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah, the Tennessee Whiskey actually got me an invitation to sing live at the Majestic with a band. Sure. I'm going to mute this for a second while I unbag this because it's going to be loud.
Is that her food?
Yeah, she ordered some food. I do know Tammy Love. Carol, how are you? Sure do. How are you doing?
Yeah, I ordered dinner. I've cooked yesterday, but I don't feel like cooking today.
Did you make that ham today?
I did not. It's thawing. It'll go in probably tomorrow.
No, Nash. North Carolina and Tennessee, it's illegal. This is a homesteading channel, gardening channel.
Yeah.
Stay away from that.
A fiance, congratulations when you get married. Be lady, you bring your butt to Texas and I'll share.
Carol
Yep.
Loffer? I actually went to school with the Carol Loffer. I think there was 2 F's in her name, though. Lauffer. And that was in Illinois, so I'm pretty sure you're not the same one.
That's right, Brian. You can do it anywhere if you want to. I could just tell that was going to get stronger and stronger. He was going to keep getting deeper. I don't care about what you said, Nash. Just don't go any further than that. That's where you was heading. I've been doing this a long time. Oh, we can have 10 plants in the house. We can have 0 here. 0.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever legalize it here. I don't think it's ever going to be something that you have to worry about here.
Right. I don't.
If I could afford to fly to St. Lucia, I'd come sing it for you. Not sure I can afford to fly there. Okay.
You do a lot of weddings, country girl?
I've sang at family weddings. I've never done it professionally. I used to sing in a lounge years and years ago when I was younger. Steak and Ale restaurant down here. And they had a lounge right at a bar where you would wait for your table. I used to sing in there.
He's just being funny. He's changing the name of what he said a minute ago to Monkswood.
Oh, okay.
That's all he's doing.
Okay, I got you.
So you could say that. I just don't get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. That's where you're going. It's obvious. You know how obvious it was.
Have you started anything yet, Rick?
No, but I got an aquarium we can ready to start some herbs and stuff in. And I'm getting close, probably a few more weeks. A few more weeks.
How many tomatoes you going to do this year?
Probably a couple of hundred. About 100 German Johnson, 100 Big Beef.
German Johnson. I don't think I've ever grown them. I guess it's heirloom variety.
Yeah, it's an heirloom variety. They grow huge. That's the ones you see in that video where we was talking about.
Those are the German Johnsons, the big ones.
They have a really, really, really strong homegrown taste too. Really strong.
Oh yeah.
I start with the seeds, be lady, inside early, real early, about first or second week in February.
Yeah, I grew those Kellogg's breakfast. Those big old boys got huge this year for me. You ever grown those?
I tried them 1 year, and I had a couple plants that did pretty good. They got a good taste to them.
Yeah, they sold real well at the farmer's market. It's pretty tomato.
I've been trying to convince Rick to send me one of the giant ones when he grows them.
I can figure out.
Cherokee Purple is my best seller, though, out of all of them.
Yeah, I like them. I grew them a few years ago. I hadn't grown them in a couple of years. I might grow a few this year, though. I love them Cherokee Purples. I like the way they look. They just look pretty.
Yeah. I even had some black and brown boar. I don't know if you've ever seen those things, but they're like a green striped tomato. They taste just like a Cherokee Purple.
I figure if I could convince Rick to send me one, I'm going to send him a big old oversized container to hold it all so it doesn't get all messed up and funky in the mail.
No, bee lady, I plant in open garden. I'm an outside gardener. And my wife plants a few stuff around here in containers, but Nothing to really speak of. Nothing to really speak of.
Are you going to set them in that guy's greenhouse again?
Yeah. Talked to him the other day. I helped them plant theirs, and they let me plant some for me.
Pretty good deal.
You know, you did last year. You had that video with your neighbor that did the, wasn't it the aquaponics on the tomatoes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those trees were huge.
Mm-hmm. Meant the things Chuck uses are little pots inside. Oh yeah, exactly. They look just like what Chuck uses. The same size tray and everything. It's just he's using a different kind of medium to grow them in. We put that dirt straight out. It's not dirt. It's what do you call that kind of stuff? That potting mix that you grow in, Chuck?
Seed starting mix.
Yeah, that seed starting mix.
Mainly peat, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it is. Mainly peat. It's got the white stuff in it too. What do you call that?
Perlite.
Perlite. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about as neutral as you can get it.
Yeah. £800 of potatoes. That's what she said the other night. That's a bunch of taters.
It's a boatload of taters, isn't it?
There it is.
Where's Lee? She can't have my egg rolls with me.
There's Iron Dog. I ain't seen him in a while. Hope you're feeling better, Iron Dog.
Where you live, Brian?
California.
Oh, you're a California guy.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to move to Texas so he can shoot more. Freer.
Good night, RS.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about finding a place to get a gun in Texas.
No.
They're everywhere.
No, not at all.
Diggity, Iron Dog. I like how you burnt the land, Rick, the best for growing. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I made it dramatized in that video. You'd have thought the place was going to blow up before anything happened. I set that video up.
This is like so enough.
Yeah, I burned my back plot down this fall. It had a bunch of beans in it.
Right.
I let them go to seed and got as many of the seeds out of there as I could, and then we just burned it.
I set mine all up, and I let it grow up about 2 foot, let it all dry off, and then when I set it on fire, I had the wind blowing in my face, so the fire was being pushed back by the wind, so it burned real slow.
Uh-huh.
It worked perfect. Went all the way across the whole field and then went out just like it. You couldn't ask for it to happen no better. Rick does a good job on prepping the land. I try. Thank you.
Ty,
I wasn't so lucky. I ended up with a tree on fire. And at the other end, I guess it kind of took off on me on one side and got away from me.
Rick, go to Tammy's live stream. Talking about Tammy Sully.
Sissy, what time are you doing your live, baby?
Life of a millwife.
Mill stands for military. Her husband and daughter were both Canadian military.
Check her out, Chuck, if you hadn't.
I think I'm subbed to her. I believe I am.
Right.
If not, I will be.
Ty, what part of Texas are you in, baby? There's several of us in here from Texas. Ty, I'm in Houston.
Oh, she's a fitness stuff?
Huh?
How to stay motivated to lose weight and 8 valuable tips. Dang, Ty, you put together, girl. She kicked both of our butts. Rick, she looks like she's pretty fit.
Yeah, Ty says something right there. It's probably Taekwondo.
Maybe.
Probably. There's a reason why that's there. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
How long are you in Beaumont? I mean, Beaumont's not that far. We're talking, what, hour and a half drive?
It's from my friend Todd. He's from Beaumont.
I subbed you, Ty.
Hey, Owen. I didn't even see you come in. Friend from Brooklyn.
I think we need to be off of here. What time's Blue Wings thing at 9? Or
Yeah.
10 your time, Rick?
Probably 10 my time. Yeah. Let's see. She's in Colorado, so that would be Pick Rick is Tammy Live. I don't even know who Tammy is. You ain't said who Tammy was. Yeah.
Ty, you're getting all kinds of subs here.
Mm-hmm.
No, mil is short for military, Ruby.
Well, 10:30 my time. Another 40 minutes.
She coming in feeding you? What's up with that?
It was strawberries. It's been dehydrating in the oven. It's candy.
Oh, man.
It tastes like candy. It was good.
Yeah.
She's got me trained or something. I better not say what I was going to say.
Yeah, you better not.
Ooh, those things are bitter though. Maybe I should have had sugar on them, but she can't eat sugar on them. She's diabetic. They're good. They got that good strawberry taste, but they're not sweet. That chat is rolling. Things fly. I kicked him in the head after he tried to double choke me. I had a feeling that might have stood for.
Ty, I don't know Taekwondo, but I do know cast iron. That's how I handled mine.
Brian, I'm glad he's there. I'm in the strawberry country. Yeah, Skeeter.
Oh, I do have strawberries growing in that hydroponic system too. They're doing pretty good.
That's cool.
TriStars. You ever had TriStars?
I think I've heard that name before, so I probably have.
Yeah.
I had never grew them, but I think I've eaten them before. Big, pretty good sized strawberries, ain't they?
Yeah, that's why I like them. They sell really well at the farmers market. They're not quite as sweet as some of them I've had, but pretty good strawberry.
12 gauge.
Hey, Jerome. Hey, Molly.
That'd work too. Either one.
All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here because my throat is starting to hurt.
Well, thank you for coming on, Country.
I love you guys. I'll still be in chat for a little bit, but I need to go rest my throat and I need to put this food away because as much as I ate, I haven't even put a dent in this stuff.
Love you, sis.
You been gargling salt water?
Yep, I do. And
Yeah,
lots of
that's good for it.
So
Yep.
I will be in chat for a little while. I love you, everybody, and I will be down here in chat. So have a good one. If I didn't catch you, bye, honey. Love you, brother.
Bye, girl.
Okay.
Bye, Chuck.
Bye, girl.
Thank you for coming by, B lady. I know you need to rest some before you go to Blue Wings.
Bye, B lady.
I will see y'all in 40 minutes. All right, Blue Wings, we'll be there.
Hey, Jerome, you need to send me some bees. You sell them?
Stripes is Rick. Yellow is Chuck. I don't know. Yeah, I'm Stripes. Yellow's Chuck. I'm picking up what's putting down now. That chat is rolling. God. Rick, introduce you and Chuck again for us. All right, my name is Picker Rick from the Picker Rick One channel. I'm a gardener from North Carolina, and my friend Chuck is Chuck from Fensterfarm and Greenhouse. I think you got something else on the end of your name, don't you? Now,
I'm sorry?
yours is still just Fensterfarm, or did you add something on the back of your name?
It's just Fensterfarm Greenhouse.
He has 4 greenhouses. He's just outside of Memphis, Tennessee. Chuck's in a yellow shirt. I'm in a striped shirt. Chuck's just
No,
outside.
I'm in Tennessee, Jerome.
No problem, Kelly. No problem at all. Glad to do it. We do that all day long. Do it every morning. We do it all the time. One more time is nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick and I have been hanging out together and talking together on YouTube for, good Lord,
6 or 7.
6, 7 years. Yeah.
At least.
Long time.
He just went by. Type something else in, Chuck. There he is, coming right up through there. Fensterfarm Greenhouse. Whoa. I go from one to the next. Go outside and smoke, about freeze to death. Come back in here and turn that heater on now. Sweating. Almost.
Yeah. Yeah. When we get off here to get on Blue Wings, I'm going to take this laptop outside and sit out there with a cigar and get that Dominican cigar and have a good time with it.
All right. That'd be cool.
Okay, Ty, where are you at?
Texas.
Texas. And
Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, Texas. I don't have any idea where that's at. I've heard of it.
I got a friend, Todd Lawson, that lives there. He used to live right out here. In fact, we shared a house together when I first moved to North Carolina when I was about 19 years old. He's in a big old house out there on a lake now. I'm still on the farm.
Wow. My mom used to live in Monroe. You know where Monroe is?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Thank you, Ty. Too cold? I hear you, Susan.
Hop, skip, and a jump from the LA border on I-10. Boy, it got quiet when I turned that heater off. You can hear a pin drop in here now. We ain't talking. No, North Carolina.
Monroe, yeah, North Carolina. It's right next to Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. It's about an hour and a half from me.
Yeah, my mom lived there. My mom and dad lived there for about 4 or 5 years, and we used to travel there all the time. It's kind of a nice place because you're, a couple about an hour or so from the mountains and then an hour or so from the ocean at the same time. So it's kind of cool.
Right. Yeah, that's the way it is here. I'm about an hour from the mountains, and it's actually about 3 or 4 hours to the coast.
Oh, okay, so you're closer to Houston. Okay. Where you wanting to go, Ty?
I'm gonna get me some water, Chuck. I'm about to thirst to death.
Go for it, man. I'll cover it.
All right.
Ty, I'm in Memphis. It's colder here than where you are.
Rick, what mountains are an hour away from you? The Rocky Mountains.
Smoky.
Smoky Mountains, yeah.
Smoky Mountain.
Not Rocky Mountains, Smoky Mountain. Yeah, not far.
Yeah, I had to go up into the mountains to get my first greenhouse that collapsed.
I was thinking about Blue Wings when I said that in Colorado. I don't know why. we get ready to go there. She's on the right.
Yeah. I'm popping a Heineken.
That's
Skeeter will say anything, won't he?
Anyway, he's a treat. Ain't been too long ago, Chuck. We was out here, and up through the chat come 2 Skeeters, 2 different ones. Had a troll follow.
Really?
Had a troll that duplicated his channel and come up through there.
That's funny.
Took us a little bit to figure out what to do.
Well, I can pretty much I think Skeeter Jackson's the only Skeeter I know, and I just met him. So, yeah, I think it's the only Skeeter I know, except for the one that used to be on Dukes of Hazzard. I wonder if Skeeter. No, that's Cooter. Well, if you're ever back up here, Ty, in Memphis, come by or give me a shout and come check out the greenhouse and the farm. Pretty much have an open invitation to most folks that come up here if they get a hold of me. I just have to warn the wife that people are coming. I think the Appalachians, that is the mountain range where the Smokies are, right? Yeah, I don't think you want to come up here in this mess right now, Ty. It's nasty. I'm hoping that it'll be gone sometime next week, though. The highs around here are normally in the 50s this time of year, and the lows are are like the mid 30s. Typically, it's doesn't go below freezing a whole lot here. The jet stream comes up from Houston. My uncle used to live in San Antonio, and it seemed like he would get the weather the day before I would. It would be the same weather. It'd just be a little cooler here. If you got rain, I'd get rain the next day. Yeah, we got, Brian, we got about a half inch of ice, and then we got about 3 inches of snow. So it was ugly. If you go out on my channel, you can see my last video. I did a video where it was 62 degrees on one day, and the very next day we had like 3.5 inches of snow out there. And it was 25. 66 degrees is cold to me. 66 degrees is nice to me. I would love 66 degrees. I could take that.
That's what it was the last few days here, but boy, that's changed big time now.
Yeah.
It's going back to cold again.
Well, maybe we'll get some of that warmer weather from Ty. She's going to send it up our way, Rick.
I hope so. Please do, Ty. Please do. It's not supposed to be this cold in North Carolina. I don't know what's going on.
That's why I was telling them it's not supposed to be that cold here either.
I'd like to go on that Appalachian Trail. I think that would be cool. I wouldn't want to do the whole thing, but I'd like to do part of it.
That's okay, Susan. I knew what you meant.
No, Kelly, you keep yours. We don't want that. It's minus 25 or something like that. We don't want
Yeah, that's insane.
It's colder there than it was in North Pole.
Now, you're a military wife. Did you get transferred up there, or did you choose to live in that mess? Okay.
All right, Kelly.
Night.
Well, Chuck, I believe I'm going to get ready to go down since give me a little time to everybody to do something before we go to Blue Wings.
That sounds good. It was fun.
Yeah, I appreciate it a whole lot. Appreciate you coming on. It's really interesting. We'll come back and go into an in-depth study about it. I'm in Rockingham County, North Carolina. I'm about an hour from Raleigh, hour east of Raleigh.
Next time, I'll just carry this out to the greenhouse and show you guys around.
That would be cool if you do a live around the greenhouse. We'll do that. We'll plan that one night to do that.
Sure.
Just make the
That sounds good.
Make the whole stream be that. That's what the whole stream will be.
All right. Works for me.
All right. Sounds good, Chuck. You worked there at the beginning of 2016 to March. It's awesome. I just went there to the airport the other day, twice.
Hey, Alana.
Yeah, sure will, Susan. No problem. Sure will. Well, Chuck, thank you so much, man.
Sounds good, buddy. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go get that Dominican cigar and chill out for a little bit.
All right. Sounds good.
Pop the top off of Corona. Good night, everybody.
I said it before and I'll say it again. This is the greatest community on YouTube. Ain't no doubt in my mind.
It is.
You guys are great. Appreciate you coming. Thank you for all you do. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Peace.